All right, a quick simple tutorial on Airwindows Console 8 routing. I have here a mix project that is not currently set up for Console 8. I'm going to show you how it's done. First, just a quick script introducing Console 8. Airwindows Console 8 represents a significant evolution in digital summing, moving beyond simple saturation into a sophisticated multi-stage architecture modeled on the physics of large format analog disks. Unlike standard summing plugins, Console 8 employs a voltage push-pull logic across its channel and bus components, simulating the way high voltage rails handle signal peaks and current flow. It is a system designed to combat the flat nature of digital mixing by introducing a three-dimensional harmonic depth that scales with the complexity of the arrangement. If you're chasing that elusive big console weight, where the low end feels physically anchored and the high mids gain a non-linear airy separation, Console 8 is an essential tool for your project. Okay, that out of the way. This is a very simple acoustic arrangement consisting basically of three elements: the singer and his acoustic guitar, and that's two stems fed into an aux track, and then part played on a National Res Electric. Again, two tracks fed into an aux track. Now, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my console view. And you see here that I've got, how many buses? Reverb, Space Blender, Wolfbot, Vocal, Air. That's 5 buses. I think I've already got my bus routing more or less in place. So, yeah, just going to jump right into inserting the proper plugins in the proper places. You can see here that on the vocal aux track, at the end of the chain, I was previously using Console 8. So I'm switching to, I was previously using Console 5 and I'm switching to Console 8. Now, Console 8 routing is a little bit more involved than other Airwindows console systems. Typically, you have a channel out and a bus in. So you can see with Console 5, I had a channel out on the vocal aux track and a Console 5 channel out on the National Resophonic aux track. No console plugins on the buses. And then the master bus, Console 5 bus. Okay, Console 8 is a little bit more complicated, but not much. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. So what I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is go over to these tracks right here, not the auxes, but the tracks themselves. And I'm going to insert, okay, Airwindows Consolidated. I need to make sure that effects rack is on. And I'm going to go here under consoles and Console 8. Where is it? Console 8 channel in. And then I can control, click, drag, and copy it over. Make sure that's enabled as well. Okay, so now I've got Console 8 channel in, Console 8 channel in. And I might as well go ahead and copy them over to the other two tracks as well. Those are my Console 8 channel ins. Now, I'm just going to copy this instance down, open it. And for this instance, I'm going to select Console 8 channel out. All right. So I've got console 8 channel in, console 8 channel out. And I'm just going to go ahead and copy them over like so. So this is the track level. Each one has channel in, channel out, in, out, in, out, in, and out. Now, at the aux track level, that's technically the same as a bus. Okay, so for this level of the routing, we've got sub in and sub out. So I'm just going to copy this over here and open it. Now let's channel in, back into consoles and select sub in. I'm going to go ahead and copy that over to the other aux track. So I've got sub in, and copy the instance to the end. And that's going to be sub out and other aux track sub out. So aux tracks, I've got the beginning of the chain, sub in, end of the chain, sub out, sub in, sub out. Now, of course, between these instances of channel in and channel out, I could put other plugins, but I don't have any reason to do so in this project. All right, almost there. So I've got buses over here. They also need instances of sub in and sub out. So that's what I do. Here's my sub in, and just copy it over, over, and over. And then sub out. There's my sub out. Same thing. All right, so just going to double check. We've got sub in, sub out, in, out, in. Oh, I guess I missed that one. See, it's always good to check. There. In, out, in, out, in, and out. And hopefully I didn't make any other mistakes. I think that does it. Okay, one more step. Master bus. I had console 5 bus. I'm going to change that to console 8 bus in. And there's also, okay, that was a dither, but console 8 has a built-in dither. It's built into the console 8 bus out. So let me see here. Where are my consoles? Console 8 bus. Where is it? Console 8 bus out. There we go. So there's bus in, bus out. And that's it. That's console 8 routing in a nutshell. This is a very simple project, obviously, but just apply the same routing principles no matter how big or complicated your project is. It's going to consist of tracks and auxes and buses, and then a master bus. So make sure that your aux tracks get sub in and sub out. Your individual tracks get channel in, channel out, and your master bus gets bus in, bus out. There are a few variations that I actually haven't tried yet. For example, there's channel hype, Console 8 channel hype, and there's Console 8 sub hype. Haven't tried the hypes yet. Haven't felt the need to. It's something to do at some point. But anyway, that's the basic idea. That's how to do it. I have done an A/B with a raw digital mix versus one with Console 8 summing. I'll go ahead and put that link in the description in case you want to check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Vinyl Bear from lowly, humble Vinyl Bear Studio here in lovely, scenic Paju City, South Korea. May the winds of clarity blow ever in your favor. Over and out.